never going to pay much.
No.
I mean, I figure if it pays the taxes, that's good. And breaking even. So.
Yeah. I think, really, the more I think about it, the more I think it's wildlife, habitat diversity, and support for...
And keeping it, undeveloped space.
Yeah. And not just animals, but, the plants, too.
Describe what this used to look like.
Oh, well, I'm trying to remember. It was a little rutted, but not too bad. A little more slash. I mean, this is nice walking now, and it was really just rough before. I mean, it was large.
Yeah, sort of like that.
So you liking what you're seeing here?
I guess.
I don't really know.
We're not disliking it.
Yeah.
It's just we just don't know anything.
But, you realize how slow everything is, because you get a bunch of poplar and birch coppices. That's not going to do anything. And then you get a bunch of beech there, so you're going to have a whole other generation. So it's going to be, 80 years before you get any pine off of here, other than what's already standing. It's big. And you see he's left a lot of white oaks for mast. There's one over there, there's one there.
And do you find that it's easier to get around with all these new trails, or you're disoriented because you can't find your old trails?
Both.
Yeah.
So how deep were the ruts here?
I think we're this deep.
It was a little less.
It was just difficult walking.
And how long ago did they come back?
Well, they came back 2 years after the
This
harvest.
last spring. It was a year and a half after. It came back last spring? Was it last spring?
Must have been last spring.
Yeah.
And you'd never even know.
I can't believe how much grass is here.
I mean, I'm perfectly happy with it.
It's just so little. There was so little to work with. And, we got some money out of it. Pays the taxes, which is good.
When I think of my property here and I look at it, I'm thinking about birds, and I'm thinking about migrants, and I'm thinking about them coming and nesting here. Fields are going away. They're growing up in forests, so we have some bobolinks, and they come back every spring, and we're really happy and celebrate it. And then and the kestrels, they come up in the spring, and then they go back in the fall. And every year we see a northern harrier flying low over the fields, eating our mice and voles. And it's like, this is part of it's part of a whole system. And it gives us great joy. I mean, that's where a lot of the joy comes from, is seeing the utilization by all the critters.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice.